Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and even more so for joining me during our lovely New Year to Love You challenge. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, we are in the middle of the challenge. It is towards the end. That's okay. You can just, go straight from here and finish out. You could just do this one class as a one-off, or you could go to the beginning and start anew. Totally your call. Well, today is Work It Out Wednesday, and I have got a fabulous Pilates Yoga Fusion class for us. I'd say it's kind of in between a beginner and an intermediate. As always, there's plenty of modifications. Know that you can do as much or as little class as you like. I am proud of you and thrilled to have you here no matter what. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Let's just start seated on our mat in a nice comfortable position, whatever feels good for you, and maybe kind of rock side to side, back and forth, just noticing where the weight is in your sitting bones and your hips, and just try and kind of lift up and out of your waist. Let your hands hang by your side. Think of lifting up the back of the head a little higher. Take a great big inhale through your nose. Easy breath out the mouth. Again, big deep inhale. Nice big sigh out. One more time. Let it go. Maybe eyes stay closed, but go ahead and dip your chin to chest and lift up through the back of the head, the back of the neck a little bit, and think about pressing the shoulders down. Just find a little stretch right there. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, roll your right ear to right shoulder, and then bring the chin back to chest. Other ear to other shoulder, chin to chest. Slowly bring your gaze back upright. Blink the eyes open if they aren't already. Inhale, reach the fingertips up nice and high. Think of spiraling your pinkies towards one another and again, growing out of your waist. Soften the shoulders down the back. Take a breath. Clasp the hands together, open your elbows wide. Lightly tuck the chin to chest, press the head into the hands back into the head, and think of lengthening through the spine. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale, return center. Exhale, little twist to the left. Inhale, return center. Exhale, let the hands hang down by the side, and let's begin to lightly cat and cow in our seated position. Big or small, fast or slow, continuing to wake up the spine. Whatever feels good to you is absolutely open. And then reach the chest forward, pause, and go ahead and spiral yourself around your sitting bones, continuing to wake up the body a little bit more. Other direction. Pause, back center. One more time, reach the fingertips up nice and high. Spiral those pinkies together, lift out of the waist, take the hands behind the head again. This time, think about pressing your elbows behind you. Take a big inhale. Drop your right elbow down, lift your left elbow up. Think about my hand almost sitting or resting on your left thigh, keeping in place while you try and point your left elbow up to the sky, opening up through that side body. Take a great big breath. As you exhale, think of the belt around your waist getting one notch tighter and pulling yourself back up. Same thing, other side. Dip the left elbow down. Really press down through your right hip, your right sitting bone as you reach that right elbow up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, think of toning the tummy as you return center. Let those hands hang heavy once more. And again, let's cat and cow, continuing to wake up the body just to see what feels good. Last time, reach the chest forward, pause, take a big breath. One circle around to the right. One circle around to the left. And then from here, let's find a downward facing dog. This can be big or small. You can be totally still, or maybe you arrive and we want to wake up the body a little bit more, pedaling through the feet. Maybe you sway the hips a bit more, nodding the head. No hurry, no rush. Eventually, do find a nice, sturdy downward facing dog. Instead of lifting the head up to the sky out of the waist like we did when we were seated, think about reaching the top of the head down towards the mat and lifting your sitting bones away from the center of your body, trying to kind of elongate and stretch through the spine. Deeply bend both knees. Almost think about lifting your sitting bones higher up to the sky. Take a great big inhale through the nose. Big easy sigh out the mouth. Again, great big inhale. Big easy breath out. And go ahead and just sway the hips a little bit more. Do you want to look underneath one arm? Do you want to be still? Maybe trying to drop the heels towards the ground, waking up the back of the legs a little bit more. All options are open to you. And then from here, you're going to take a great big inhale and roll forward into a plank pose. We will not be here very long. Just take a moment here and turn on the place where your thigh and your glute connect. And whether you want to lower down all in one piece like I'm about to do or set the knees down first, that's okay. But go ahead and arrive on your tummy, untucking the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Press your pubic bone into the floor. Engage the place where your thigh and your glute connect and wing your elbows towards one another. Kind of like we did when we were seated, think about pressing the shoulders down to elongate the neck. And then inhale, little tiny baby cobra. Exhale, softly roll down. Inhale, little tiny baby cobra. Exhale, roll it down. One more time, little cobra, pause. Press those elbows towards one another. Reach longer through the back of the head. Take a breath. Exhale, little look over the right shoulder. Bring it back center. Little look over the left shoulder. Bring it back center. Soften all the way down. Take your hands wherever feels comfortable. Bend the knees and a little windshield wiper side to side. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Move and groove at your own pace. And then relax. Take the hands by your side. Press back into a child's pose. Knees together or apart, your choice. Imagine I'm holding your waist, keeping your waist, your sitting bones in place, and you are crawling those fingertips out and away. No hurry, no rush. Eventually from here, unfold, find your downward facing dog. Pedal those feet around, sway the hips, move and groove at your own pace. And then from here, we're going to step our right foot forward. Remember, you can always use a helping hand to get that leg up there if we need to, but find a nice big lunge. Notice, do we want to be still when we arrive or do you want to move a little bit? It can feel nice to kind of groove around on your mat, kind of swaying back and forth, doing what feels good for your body. And then pause for a moment here, press your heel a little further back, reach your front knee further forward, making sure it's tracking in line with your toes. Press down through your left hand on the floor and take your right hand either to your thigh to help facilitate that twist or to even unravel the right hand. Either option is perfectly fine. Do what works for your body. Take a great big inhale, big breath out. And then set that hand down. From here, I want you to drop your back knee down to the ground and untuck the toes. You can keep them tucked if that feels better, but personally, I like to untuck my toes. Now, holding here for a moment, just think about your low back. Are you a little bit arching there? Can we almost press the pubic bone further forward to elongate that low spine? Imagine I'm holding your ears and I'm pulling your ears up and away from the body. Take that full big inhale here. Big deep breath out. And then again, press your left hand into the ground, right hand to the thigh to facilitate that twist or to elongate the hand up to the sky. Now keep pressing the front of your pubic bone towards the mat. Maybe we take our hand up in line with our ear, or maybe we just keep it upright. Do whatever works better in your body. Sometimes kind of moving around there, just finding some mobility in my shoulder can feel really nice. Eventually take that hand all the way down to the ground. Lift your back knee up. Untuck the toes and lift. Take a breath. Step back to your plank pose. We can hold here or drop the knees. And then again, we're going to drop all the way down to our tummies, untucking the toes. Keep winging those elbows together, pressing down through the feet, engaging the thigh. Inhale, roll up, little cobra. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, roll up, little cobra. Exhale, soften down. Last one, little cobra, pause, soften those shoulders down the back, elongate the neck, lift out of the waist, big inhale. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back center. Exhale, look over the opposite shoulder. Give it back center. Maybe lift up half an inch higher before we soften all the way down. Bend the knees again, a little windshield wiper side to side. Find what works for you, what feels good in your body. And then release that. Once more, tip back, find your nice little child's pose. Once more, let that be as active or passive as you like, but don't let the hips lift up. Try and sink them down towards the heels. For me, I'm thinking about growing long, especially through my side bodies. As you feel ready, untuck the toes and tip back up into your downward facing dog. No hurry, no rush. Reach those sitting bones up a little higher, finding a little stretch to the back of the hamstrings maybe as you do so. And then when we feel ready, we'll step our left leg forward into our lunge, just like we did on the other side. Now once more, do you want to be still as we arrive here? Does it feel nice to kind of reach forward and back? Maybe even a gentle sway side to side? All options are open to you, but when you feel ready, press down through the right hand or left thigh, and unravel. Now for me, I'm thinking about stacking my shoulders one on top of the other, whether or not my hand lifts up to the sky though, that's kind of what we're going for, that big, beautiful open chest. No hurry, no rush. Set the hand down when you're ready. Set the back knee down, untuck the toes, and pause. Press down into that hand. Same thing here. We can unravel into that twist, taking it as deep or shallow as you so choose. Both sides may be different, so maybe here keeping your hand on your thigh is what's calling. Or again, we might want to lift up. For me, I'm reaching the fingertips up. I'm still, though, thinking about kissing my shoulder blades together. Perhaps we reach that hand nice and far away. Maybe we keep it on up. Or maybe we move through that position a few times. Do whatever your body says it likes. And then unravel when you're ready. Once more, lift the back knee, big inhale, exhale, step back to your plank pose. Find that lovely plank pose, open up side to side, take a great big inhale, and drop all the way down. Again, you can always do knees first, no big deal either way. Untuck those toes, wing the elbows together, inhale, little lift, exhale, roll it down. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, roll it down. One more time, little lift, pause. Press the elbows towards one another. Lift out of the waist, pressing down into the pubic bone. Big inhale. Look over one shoulder. Back center, look over the other shoulder. Back center, drop, roll it down. Bend the knees, little windshield wiper, side to side. And no hurry, no rush. But once more, go ahead and tip back, find your child's pose. Enjoy that nice, lovely child's pose right here, knees together or apart, your choice. And then we're going to rise up to our hands and our knees, finding a little tabletop. Now for me, I want you to think about opening up across the chest. Think about pressing away from the ground, reaching the top of the head forward and your tail back, lifting the low belly up and in just a little bit more. And now let's extend our right foot back behind us. You know what I'm going to say. Turn on that place where your thigh and your glute connect. Lift the foot, point the toes. Now holding right here, all I want us to do is reach that toe as far away from us. Turn on all the muscles in your legs while you reach the top of the head a little bit further forward. 5 times, tap the foot down, exhale, lift it up. Inhale, tap it down, exhale, lift it up. I'd like to remind you that when we lift our leg up, it's not about how high it goes. In fact, I don't want it to come higher than your hip. We want to keep it right at that spot right there. Last one, lift it up, pause, press down through both palms, broaden across the chest, cinch the waist like that belt got 1 notch tighter, and see if you can float your left hand away. Holding right here, grow long from finger to toe. At the same time, pull your left shoulder towards your right hip. 5 times now, tap the toes and fingers down. Exhale, tone the tummy as you lift. Tap it down. Exhale, lift. 3 more down. Exhale, lift. 2 more down. Exhale, lift. Last one. Lift, pause, hold it there for a moment. Reach a little bit longer, take a big inhale. Now exhale, pull elbow and knee together, curl in. Inhale, reach and lengthen, extend. Exhale, elbow and knee together, pull in. Inhale, reach and lengthen. 3 more, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, send it out. Last one, right back in. Reach it out, pause, take a great big breath. Set the hand down, keep the foot right there, tucking the toe. Take a breath. Exhale, step up into your plank pose. Squeeze the thigh, broaden across the chest. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out. Now twice to each side. We're going to tap our heels from one way or to the other. We're just going to twist our heels over to the right. Bring it back center. Twist it over to the left. Bring it back center. One more right. Return center. One more left. Return center. Take a breath. Drop the knees down. And sink back into your child's pose. Maybe knees together if you've been doing them apart or vice versa. What's calling to you? Where do you want to find movement or stillness? No hurry, no rush. Bring yourself back up to your tabletop position, broaden across the chest, and we'll extend our left foot back behind us. Pause for a moment. What do you want to focus on this side? Are our wrists a little tired? Know that you can always come down to your forearms for a little bit if that works. You can roll up the front edge of your mat. For me though, again, the more I think about lifting up and away from my wrist rather than kind of pressing down, 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 the better I feel in that part of the body. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, float the foot, point the toe. Reach nice and far away. Reach the top of the head further. Inhale, tap the foot down. Exhale, tone and lift. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. 3 more down. Exhale, lift. 2 more down. Exhale, lift. Last one, lift, pause, and hold. It's like there's a magnet attached to your toe and it is being drawn all the way towards the wall behind you. Keep that feeling as you float your hand out and away. Now, even right here, I pretend that there's a little tabletop there just for a moment. I press down onto that tabletop. I hollow my armpit. I reach long from finger to toe. Inhale, fingers and toes touch. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, fingers and toes touch. Exhale, lift up. 2 more down, exhale, lift. Last one down, exhale, lift, pause. Great big inhale. 5 times elbow and knee pull together. Tone the tummy as you do so. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Squeeze the thigh as you arrive. Exhale, cinch the waist. Pull the shin in. Inhale, extend out and away. 3 more times, pull it in. Reach it on out. 2 more, pull it in. Reach it on out. Last one, bring it in. Reach it out, pause. Set the hand down, touch the foot down, keeping the toes tucked. Big inhale, exhale, lift up. Find your plank pose once more. Broaden across the chest, relax the neck and face. Smile, you love it. Take a big inhale. Heels rock to the right. Inhale, center. Heels rock left. Inhale, center. Again, right. Lift it up. Again, left. Lift it up, pause. Take a nice, big, deep inhale. And then drop the knees down, return to your child's pose. Let the head be heavy. Lengthen long through the back of the neck. Wiggle out the fingers, roll the wrist, anything that's calling. We don't have to be totally still in any pose. Last time, come back up to your hands and your knees. And then we're going to return to our plank pose and do a true side plank. If that is not in our practice today, we can do those little swivels side to side of our heels, but we absolutely don't have to. No hurry, no rush. Reach one foot up, squeeze the foot, tone the belly. Exhale, lift the other foot up. Now I actually want you to slide your left hand right in the middle of your mat, so it's like right in front of your nose. Knock the heels to the left, lift the right hand high. Take a moment here. Think of that belt around the small of your waist. I loop my finger underneath it and lift it up so we can cinch the waist. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Exhale, set the hands down. If we need a break between sides, that's okay, do it. But if we can immediately take our right hand right in front of our nose, knock our heels to the left, lift it on up. Again, a little scoop of the waist up so we can cinch the waist, soften the shoulders, relax the head. Big inhale. Exhale, return to your plank pose. Set the knees down and sink back in your child's pose. Knees together or apart, your choice. Let that head be heavy. Maybe clasp the hands together. Maybe bend the elbows and roll the wrist around here. Slowly roll yourself all the way up to a seat and extend your feet out in front of you. I want them about hip distance, so not a great big straddle whatsoever, but actively flex your feet and sit up. In fact, maybe put a little tiny bend in your knees just so you can really plant down through your heels and your sitting bones. Inhale, both fingertips lift all the way up. Spiral those pinkies towards one another. Lift out of the waist. Take a big inhale. Twist to the right. Don't let the hips or the heels move. If you just look forward and maybe your left leg kind of went forward or your right leg kind of hinged back, we don't want that. Maybe take the twist a little bit smaller. Keeping our heels and sitting bones connected means that we can really twist from the belly button and up the spine. Maybe look back towards that extended right hand. Inhale, both hands lift high. Twist in the other direction. Big inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, let it go. Go ahead and scooch towards the front edge of your mat. Lie back. Take your hands high over your head. Knees can be bent like mine, or if it feels better to extend the legs long, that is a-okay. You do you. Maybe take a little sway of the knees. It can be big or small, fast or slow. And then perhaps bring feet together, knees apart. If that's too much on your hips or on any one spot of the body, absolutely return to something else. But go ahead and find a comfortable resting pose for yourself. Whether that's here, feet together, knees apart, hands overhead, or maybe you take your hands down by your sides. Maybe you elongate the legs. Perhaps you even roll to one side. But go ahead and close your eyes. Soften through the shoulders. Relax the face. Relax the jaw. Take a great big inhale. Big, easy sigh out. Just give your body permission to be still, to be soft, and perhaps invite a feeling of pride and gratitude for everything your body does for you. Take a great, big, filling inhale. Easy sigh out. And begin to awaken your body as you feel ready. A wiggle of the hands or the toes. A roll of the wrist or the ankles. Rolling to one side and pushing yourself up to a seat the minute you feel ready. As always, give yourself a pat on the back, thanking yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I hope you enjoyed our Pilates Yoga Fusion class today, and I can't wait to see you again soon.